So if you look globally, not just in the major developed markets, but also in emerging markets, I think most cities are facing similar problems. First one is, how do you continue to maintain economic development? Second, how do you make the city environmentally more sustainable? And the third one is, how do you make it a livable city? How do you make it socially sustainable? So if you want to take it down, it's about sustainability, economic sustainability, environmental sustainability, and social sustainability. Technology is not the answer. It's not going to solve the problems, but it can be a great enabler because you can ask different questions. So for example, traffic, which is a huge issue in cities, we can ask a different question. Why is there traffic? If the traffic is caused by people driving around looking for parking, because of new technology, you can find the parking spaces in a much more effective manner. You can do different pricing for parking, all on digital phones, for example. That's just one example. Not having technology is like saying, I'll worry about electricity and water later. Today, if you don't think about technology when you're designing the city, for managing the city and for operating the city, you're going to have a very obsolete city within the next 20 years. So whenever I talk about the role of technology, people immediately jump to two things, and they're both wrong. One is this notion that future cities will look differently. The reason why, whether it's London or Paris or Helsinki or Mumbai or Shanghai, are great cities is because it has a soul, it has a history. And I don't believe the new cities of the future are going to look different, but they'll be managed different in ways that you are not thinking about and not relevant. Do you really want to be stuck in traffic for 3 hours? Most of us don't consider that as quality of life. So if I can do a lot of the things for which I have to drive to the city hall, driver's license renewal, marriage certificate renewal, or getting a marriage certificate, why don't you do that using technology? So the future city is not about, space cars and all of that. It's about how does digital information technology integrate into the way we work, live, and play. At the end of the day, we have no other choice but to make progress, because otherwise this planet will collapse on the weight of what the problems are. Globally, the challenges of an Africa or an Asia will migrate to Europe. So you cannot even put the boundaries up and say it's a problem of India or a problem in Indonesia or problem in Middle East or the problem in Africa. No, it becomes a problem globally. So we have no choice but to make progress. And I think most people, whether it's in the private sector or in the public government, and young people and citizens, recognize that something needs to be different. And I'm beginning to see progress. Small steps, but those are the things you need to make in order to make a long journey.